Taste buds are not your best friends. Okay, well, they can be your friend, but they're like the friend that comes over and eats all the food out of your refrigerator. You'd think that taste buds would be a lot smarter and have more common sense than they do, seeing as to how they're so close to your brain. I am more interested in feeling good than looking good. I don't want to look like a house fell on my sister, okay, but you should not give in to them, because when you do, your stomach's like, eh, and then your cells are like, ooh, what is this? So they're like, alright, well, this is it. You are not going to have any energy, you're not going to feel good, and you're just going to gain a bunch of weight, because that's all you're eating is stuff that makes you gain weight. But your body's not going to let you go walk around Universal Studios all day if you don't eat good. And you're not going to be able to walk the Appalachian Trail. And who wants that? Not me. Because those are things that I intend to do. Uh-oh. Is an Aussie nutritionist named Barbara ONeill, and I'm going to put a link in the description below to some of her videos, because she really taught me a lot. She taught me about how the cells regenerate in our bodies and how the food that we eat affects those cells. It's brilliant. I mean, if you want to feel good and, you know, live a healthy lifestyle, you need to check her out. I am over a half a century old, and I am very proud of that. I don't mind telling anybody my age at all. I've earned every year of it. One of my priorities in life is being able to go and do and take care of my business, you know, into my 90s, into my 100s. One of the factors that has a lot to do with how you feel is what you eat. It's the truth. And I know because I have run this experiment on myself. So how do you know which food is garbage and which isn't? Allow me to explain. Try to make good choices when you get food, and try it. Just do an experiment for a month. You know, try, instead of picking up the package of cookies, pick up a bag of apples. You can get, if you don't like just plain apples, I like they have little pots of caramel sauce that you can buy. It's in the produce department. They have, you know, there's peanut butter. Trade-offs in everything. Marketing has come a long way. Food companies spend millions and millions of dollars every year to figure out how to market to people. What draws people in? Is it the cute pictures on the packaging, the words they use, like all natural, healthy, try this yourself, take a tub of margarine and set it outside in the summertime and see if the flies draw to it, because the flies don't even want anything to do with that. It's not real food. There are good fats and there are bad fats. Good fats are things like olive oil, avocados, nuts have good fats. There are certain foods that have fats that benefit your body, and then there's other kinds that are terrible. I harp on margarine a lot. Go look on YouTube and find videos of how it's made, and I wouldn't eat that. Not eating it. And remember at the end of the movie, Hannibal Lecter's like, that's not even food as I understand the definition of it. Companies, you know, they have test kitchens. I remember when I was a little kid growing up, there was a Betty Crocker factory near us. My grandmother would take me and we would go and tour it, and you get a little bag of goodies at the end, like the little red Betty Crocker plastic spoon and all kinds of neat stuff. They have test kitchens to develop flavors of things, you know, what's more appealing. When my kids were young, I sent them to school with Kool-Aid squeezes, snack cakes, and you know, all those kind of things, and I didn't know at the time, I didn't realize how terrible those are for you. I was basically giving them sugar water and sugar and flour. You know, if you actually break food down into its ingredients, and if you had, say you had a platter sitting in front of you that had the ingredient of a snack cake on it, it would have what, maybe some grease, some bleached white processed flour and sugar, and then you take a big swig of your flavored sugar water. It affects everything. It's all connected. It's not like your brain is a separate entity from the rest of you. Your body needs the nutrition from natural food. That's the way people ate for millennia. Since the dawn of time, people have been eating right out of nature. I'm going to touch on meat. We eat so much meat in this country. Nothing I love better than a slab of ribs with barbecue sauce or a big old T-bone steak. I eat very little meat. When I do eat meat, it's either chicken or fish. I save the slab of ribs and the T-bones for special occasions, and when I do eat them, they are phenomenal because I have been waiting so long. And I do the same thing with burgers and fries. You know, I'll have burgers and fries every once in a while. You don't get off on these crazy diets and things, and you have to keep up with things and everything. It's too much work. Just look for things that are close to the earth. Nuts that came off trees, fruit that came off trees and plants, you know, what was pulled out of the earth, seeds, sunflower seeds and that kind of thing, yogurt. Companies are out to make profits, and they're not going to produce products that don't sell. That's just supply and demand. That's just the way it works. I don't know if you remember Blockbuster Video and the video stores that had, you know, for years there were plenty of movie places everywhere. That's where everybody went on Friday nights to go get movies. And then slowly, you know, Redbox came out, Netflix came out, and where are they today? There are no more Blockbuster Videos because of supply and demand. And it's the same thing with food. If there was not a demand for cheap, processed, nasty garbage, they wouldn't make it. But people don't understand, you know, a lot of people don't realize that this cheap, nasty garbage is, all it's doing is making you full temporarily. It's not providing nutrients your body needs to regenerate. You know, your body regenerates cells yearly. And if you don't put the right fuel in, you're like a car. If you put bad fuel in, it's not going to run very long. Something I've noticed, because I don't eat out very often, is the fact that at restaurants, they really have gone crazy with the portion sizes. There's probably enough on the plates for 2 people. A lot of this stuff that I'm talking about today can be found on a little website that I put together called stupidsimpleweightloss.org. I'll put that link in the description. You can head over there and find some really practical information for not just losing weight, but just staying healthy. It's a fact that there are over 250,000 wild edible plants in the world. Are they in our grocery stores? No, they're out in nature where the rest of our food is. Nature has always been our grocery store. It's always been our medicine chest. It's provided everything that we need. I mean, it still is. It's just that we've become so detached from it that it's hard to connect sometimes. Some people don't even know where their food comes from, honestly. And that's a shame, because the farther we get from the source of our food, the less we respect it and the more we waste, which is, oh my gosh, we waste so much. My philosophy is waste not, want not. I'm trying to live a simple life that makes the most of everything, you know, reuse, repurpose, wear it out. Where food is concerned, I'm learning foraging and survival skills, because I feel like when people had to slaughter their own animals and they had to go out and forage for food, they appreciated what they had so much more, and they, you know, preserved it and they used it up, because you didn't just go hand somebody a 20 and walk off with it. You had to actually go out and participate in finding it and gathering it and hauling it back and cooking it or drying it or whatever. We've lost that. Don't let your taste buds rule your life. Take back your life. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your body, and enjoy this great big beautiful world we live in. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching.